Digital inclusion is critical. In fact, according to WEF, about 15% of global GDP is based on the digital economy. And, if it's 15% now, by 2025, it should be about 25%. So there's this rapid shift. The challenge is that we still have 1.7 billion consumers and hundreds of millions of micro and small enterprises like yours, Scott, that are potentially not part of you're definitely part of the digital economy, but, unfortunately, many aren't. We have 60 million or so right here in our region. So there's a real cost, at the macro level, and then we can talk about it at the micro level. At the macro level, a 1% increase in electronic payments in which you need to have access, brings $67 billion more GDP. Just a 1%, $67 billion. And, the benefits accrue to so many, just in the Middle East and North Africa, if we were just to have a thought starter, immediately get everyone to universal access in the Middle East and North Africa, in the, really least developed economies, in 20 to 25 years, it would increase the per capita income in these economies by 40%.
Which seems the perfect opportunity to bring you into this, Amir, again, and get your thoughts around this. Yep. Inclusion and financial inclusion being transformational.
So let me just give you some context as to where I am in Pakistan, right? So we are a large country, right? We are a huge country in terms of population. But if you think about it, it's young and it's growing, right? And so just to give context, roughly 60% of the population of this country is below the age of 30. Right? And over a third is below the age of 18, right? And we're growing at about 2% plus year on year. And not only are we growing, there's a huge unbanked population. The women in the workforce in the formal economy is less than 20 or 25%. It's a hugely cash-based economy. Now you put all those 4 or 5 ingredients into the mix, you can kind of see as to how and why financial inclusion and followed by capital or credit is going to be so essential at every stage or at every segment of the country, be it small and micro businesses, be it agriculture, and you name it. So that is the scale or the prize or the opportunity out there. And that's what we at our bank are trying to figure out over the last many years to get to. And interestingly, if you just look at the last 4 or 5 years as a bank, HBL, we have, as of last count, 32 million customers, right? And about 4 or 5 years ago, that number was close to 10 or 11 million customers. So we put up more than 3 times the number of customers on our balance sheet, so to say, in a matter of less than 5 years. And all that has happened digitally. And so the next stage in this evolution really is, it's not about just stopping the inclusion, it's about adding to the inclusion. And then what Andrew was saying earlier, giving the credit and the access to finance and connecting people to marketplaces. I think that's the next big thing that we need to work on. It's going to be a long journey, but that's the next thing on the agenda, so to say.
Andrew, I'll bring you back in as well, because I find it fascinating as well. One of the real opportunities here is, Amir is talking about Pakistan, we look at Saudi Arabia. We've got a big young population who are ambitious and who flock to these tools if we can give them this kind of access. So there's this ambition that's waiting there to be realized. I really just wanted to get your thoughts about Visa's role in helping that young population of entrepreneurs and business people achieve those ambitions.
Yeah, so I think you're talking about the role of, it's not just Visa's role, but we work in an ecosystem, right? We have a partnership model, and we don't get anything done without working with our partners. Honor and HBL are a really great example. We work with over 15,000 financial institutions across the globe. So we work with and partner with them, and some of the things that HBL is doing, we're privileged and honored to help power. So working with our partners is critical. Payments is a local business, so we want to work with those who are supporting the consumers and merchants out there.